UK. Hi guys, we're in the UK. I've got my kids with me this morning. It's 8:14 a.m. and it is a Sunday. So having my coffee with butter in it. I wanted to talk about people's reaction to the carnivore diet when you tell them why you've lost weight. Because what it is, people will see me that I haven't seen for a while. They ask me, "Oh, you've lost weight," because my face looks thinner. My big belly is gone. And I'll go, yeah, I'm feeling so much better now. I've got my health back and I've lost weight. And if they ask me more questions, I'll eventually say to them that I've reversed my pre-diabetes and my ulcerative colitis has cleared up. That's only if they sort of go a bit more in depth on the questioning. So they're happy for me initially, but then I'll say to them, and this is how I did it. I looked it up and I started doing the carnivore diet. Now, then you have to explain to them, I only eat meat, and that meat is all meats. I also eat eggs as well. And I've stopped alcohol. I've stopped all sugar. Stopped almost all carbs, because I do have a tiny bit of carbs, maybe a bit of salad or a bit of fruit, but hardly ever. Yeah. But when I say hardly ever, I tend to have a small piece of fruit, or if I'm cooking a roast dinner, I'll have a bit of the carrots or peas, whatever. But I'm 95%. It's all meat, and I hardly ever have roast dinner, and I hardly ever have salad. So my point is, I've completely cut out, obviously, sugar, and I've completely cut out pasta and rice and potatoes and any breads. So as soon as you say to someone, this is how you're now eating, I'm basically eating steaks and ribeyes, pork bellies, chicken and things like that. You do get a funny reaction, because the first thing they're going to do is the conditioning that we've all had for the last 70 years, that cholesterol is going to give us a heart attack. And when I say I've cut out margarine, I cook with butter, and I've stopped drinking orange juice, because people think orange juice is good for them. Orange juice is really bad for you. It's just full of sugar. It's like drinking Coke. But you tell them that, and you get a reaction. So suddenly the look on people's faces changes, because they're like almost worried for you. They're like, are you sure you should be doing that? Because cholesterol causes heart attack and strokes. And are you getting all your vitamins and minerals that you need, and from just eating mainly meat and eggs and fish? And I've increased my salt intake as well, and that really gets them going. You tell someone that your salt intake has increased, they think you're definitely going to have a heart attack. Anyway, so I understand this, because if you Google it now, you try this. You go on Google now and type in eating red meat or eating meat and eggs and butter, and it will automatically give you hundreds of listings. Yeah, go on. It'll automatically give you lots of things saying how they're all really bad for you, and you should massively reduce your intake of meat. And then you'll have like the pyramid diet, which is showing you the correct way to eat, a balanced diet, which is basically in that pyramid, the smallest part of the pyramid will be the meat and eggs. And then as you go down the list, it will have the salads, the fruits, the vegetables, the pastas, the rice. And you're also going to have it promoting like low fat products. So cut your fat off everything, like reduce your fat in your minced meat, in the cuts of your meat, cut the fat off, cut the fat off your bacon. And when you go through that balanced diet, it will also promote cereals and grains, and which is all completely wrong, by the way. The balanced diet that we're told about is bad for us. Yeah. And So you're talking to someone who, remember, the people you're talking to are addicted. They're addicted to sugar. They're addicted to the sweetness in fruit. I'm not going to whinge about salads. We know, if you know anything about the carnivore diet, you know that salads have oxalates in them, toxins, oxalates that can cause a bad reaction, cause inflammation. Yes, my son. But I'm not going to make this about salads. I'm going to more talk about anything that turns to sugar. You're right. Anything that turns to sugar in our tummies or in our that gives us inflammation. Which one are you looking at? So my kids have woke up very early. So the dogs are awake as well. So my point is that we're talking to addicted people. Now we are addicted around the world. We're addicted to. What do you want me to write? Do you want me to write cars?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I touched it.
Cars. Let's have a look. So
he didn't feed me.
There we go. Good luck with that. Right, there we go. Right. Anyway, so my daughter Yasmin is making slime. Show your slime. Slime, yeah. And so I understand the reaction from people because wherever you're reading and looking, yeah, okay, come and bring it over. Wherever you're looking, you're basically being told that meat and eggs and fish is bad for you, and the balanced diet is being pushed. So people from a very young age, even at school. Let me just drink some of my coffee. Morning to you. Right, let's have a look at your nice car. Oh yeah, look at that car.
Look at this car.
That is cool. It's a remote control. Well done. Let's put it here. So, all right, everyone's waking up now. That's right. We're live at the moment, daughter.
Look, Daddy.
Yeah, I know. It's so cool. But let me just carry on talking about this diet because that's why I'm doing this video. Right. So, remember, people don't want to stop eating their ice creams, their cakes, their donuts, their big bowls of pasta, all the stuff they're so used to, like their breads. They like their margarine on their toasties, and just all the bad stuff that we all think, or should I say, we all used to think before I became a carnivore, was good for us. There's so many foods that people eat that are bad for them. They don't even know it. And when you if you say to someone, "Did you know rice turns to sugar? Did you know potato turns to sugar?" They're like, "Does it?" You see, people are so misinformed. They completely don't understand how many things they eat. Like even in ultra processed foods, there's a lot of sugar as well as loads of chemicals. So I think that the reason you get a bad reaction from people when you try and push the carnivore diet on them is because they're addicted. They don't want to give up their fast food takeaways, their chocolate bars, their cakes. Turn it down, please. And there's so, I could go on forever. There's so many foods that we're eating. They're fizzy drinks that are basically made of sugar. They're orange juice. They don't want to give up their. Let me just get this. They didn't want to give up, and I get it because that's what they've been eating their whole lives. When we were kids, we'd wake up, we would have a toast, jam on toast, and I think if you're American, jelly on toast, or we would have people don't understand that about inflammation, how inflammation caused by the sugar and the carbs and even the vegetables with the oxalates causing the inflammation, which then goes on to cause autoimmune problems, aching, making you low on energy, and they just want to carry on as they are. But the problem is a ticking time bomb, because by carrying on eating a normal balanced diet, you're going to get unwell as you get older. I know that people feel great in their 20s and 30s, but I'm telling you, as you get older, you start having different illnesses. Many people are pre-diabetic. They don't even know about it. And I wasn't even aware I was pre-diabetic. And my tummy had started getting bigger and bigger. And then I had problems with the toilet, going to the toilet. And I wasn't aware that what I was putting in here was causing all my illnesses. Because a lot of us think, oh, illnesses are caused by catching things or you're born with it. But no, most illnesses, I just seen that. Most illnesses are caused by what we put in this mouth. And when you tell people that, they're like, oh, no, you catch it, or you're born with it, or it's from your parents, or no. Most illnesses, I'm really talking like almost every illness you get is from putting the wrong foods in your mouth, and your body is craving the correct foods. All right, so it's Zura Night Katsuri. I tell everyone I don't care if only one get help. Carnivore, 1 meal a day, walking, fasting, ice bathing, Zulu Hills, Bora, Sun, D3, NAC, Invert. Good morning, Zura. What country are you in? Let me know. My name is Louis, and I've just got my kids with me this morning. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for the comment. So it's like, even when I speak to my wife, like yesterday we were talking about one of her friends having bad knees, and they just automatically go, oh yeah, that's because she's getting older and they've been overused, or maybe and I'm like, no, if you're eating the right food and you're obviously not had an injury, your joints will go on and on and on well into your 70s and 80s. Germany Carnivore for 3 years. Well done, 3 years. Well, I've been doing it 10 months. Say hello, Yasmin. It's Zura. Say hello to Zura. Hi, Zura. I've been doing it 10 months, and I have got nothing wrong with any of my joints. No, I have no joint pain at all. And I say this, that you are only going to have joint pain. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion. If you have actually had an injury. So if you've fallen over or you twisted it or sprained it, then yes, of course, you can get joint problems. But if your joints have been used in the correct way, there's no reason at all why they should get inflamed and painful. Now, I used to before I went on the carnivore diet, I would wake up and I would struggle to walk down the stairs. I would have to walk down the stairs one step at a time because I was so achy and stiff, and all caused by the diet I was having, so sugars and carbs. And eating, you got to talk quietly. And also, because I was not eating the correct foods that I was designed to eat, which is basically meat, eggs, fish, and fatty meat, lots of natural fats, I was aching walking down the stairs. And within weeks of starting this carnivore diet, I could run down the stairs first thing in the morning. Now, you guys out there, if you're a bit older like me, because I'm 56, can you run down the stairs first thing in the morning? Do you have stiffness and really bad aches at night when you go to bed? When you wake up in the morning and you walk down the stairs, do you struggle? And I never knew that the carnivore diet was going to stop me from having this stiffness and aching in the morning. And every morning I run down the stairs. Even this morning when I woke up, I ran down those stairs. And when I wake up, within half an hour of being awake, I am full of energy. So the time now in England is 8:28, and I woke up around 8 o'clock, and I am bursting with energy. Bursting. Because don't forget, if you look into carnivore and you understand about being fat adapted, and that I'm getting my energy mainly from my fat that's in my meats and in my fish and chicken, that's where I'm getting my energy from, not from sugar, not from the carbs I ate, not from fruit, not from a chocolate bar or a slice of bread or a bowl of potatoes or a bowl of pasta. My energy is coming from the fat in me. And you try and tell anyone this, that the diet has cured all my illnesses and made me lose weight, reverse my diabetes, my pre-diabetes, they will disbelieve you massively. So what I'm trying to say to you is that the reason you get this reaction is because everyone's addicted. Everyone is addicted. Like I was speaking to one of my builders the other day. No offense to the builder, but he was very unwell looking and very overweight, and he was not walking properly. And I remember thinking, you're unwell because of what you're eating, what you're putting in your mouth. And I did touch on, I did say to him, look, I've lost all my weight and got my health back through becoming a carnivore. Hey Flexer, what's for breakfast this morning? Sasquatch. Yo, how you doing? Right, let's say hello to Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Now that's a good name. So, where are you from, Sasquatch? And we're not having breakfast because I'm a carnivore. I don't have breakfast. That's the other thing is you only eat twice a day. If I say once a day, a 24-hour fast is the better way. Right, just be a bit quiet. A 24-hour fast is the better way, guys. But I do eat twice a day. I have eggs and bacon at lunch. Good. Thanks for watching from Mission, British Columbia, Canada. Wow, that's excellent. That's really good. I hope I'm not waffling too much. I can't stay on much because I got to take my daughter to work. But the point is that the builder that I spoke to, I did start to say to him, look, I'd healed myself with the carnivore diet. And I got a reaction from him. He didn't want to know. Yes, and there was another person that... Right, it's just, no. Remember, we're doing a live. Got to be chilled, guys. We're doing a live. Chilled. There we are. So the builder didn't want to know. And then there was another person. It was a friend of my wife's. Yeah, shh. No, we do have to be quiet. Oh. There was another builder. No, my wife's friend. Now, I went to her party. And she obviously put out all the snacks that you go have when you're at a party. And it was cakes and sausage rolls and donuts and crisps, Doritos, just a whole counter of bad food. And she said to me, oh, what are you going to eat? And I said, I'm only going to eat the sausages. And do you know what? Can you be quiet? Because I'm trying to do this. My kids are too noisy. Anyway, so I said to her, I'm only going to eat the sausages. And she was like, oh, no, you need your carbs. And I'm like, well, you actually don't, because you can thrive on meat and eggs and fish. By the way, I highly recommend Anthony Shaffer. I've been watching his videos lately. They're amazing. He's a good-looking guy, but he is so smart. He's amazing. Dr. Anthony Shaffer. I absolutely love him. He's become my favourite. I used to watch Dr. Ken Berry, but I've moved over to Anthony Shaffer because there's something about him. So the second I told my wife's friend, I'm just going to eat the sausages, and she said to me, oh, I'm a bit of a carb addict, I shut my mouth because I knew that. Because what do they say? Oh, I'm worried for you. I'm worried for your health. I'm worried for your future. And then when she chatted about it to my wife, she was like, oh, is he doing the right thing? You know, he could get a heart attack. He could get a stroke because he's eating too much meat. We know about cholesterol. Now, cholesterol is really good for you. We all know cholesterol is really good for you. The kids are no bother. I can hear you fine. Oh, thank you. See, look. She said they can hear me fine. This is Tino, and he is 3. And he hurt himself. Show me. He hurt himself yesterday. He got a scratch on his eye. Do you want to show them? There we go. Oh, can you see that? No. But is it feeling better today? Yeah, he's feeling better today. They just woke up. They had a good night's sleep. My wife went out last night to a disco party. And what did Mummy do last night?
Drunk.
She got drunk. She went to a 1990s house music disco. My wife is 41, by the way. And she come back, and she wasn't too bad, actually. I've seen her worse. So, anyway, I keep repeating myself. I'm just trying to say to you that this reaction we're getting from, I would say, almost everyone I speak to about the carnivore diet. Yeah, it's like, yeah. And do you know what? It's true. That's why I just bought her a new sofa, Sasquatch. She wanted a sofa for the lounge. We don't need a sofa. There's nothing wrong with our sofa. but we have had it for like 15 years. So I bought her a sofa because, like you say, happy wife, happy life. So how do you talk to people about the carnivore diet when you know it's going to help them? You know it could make them not just lose weight, but get rid of autoimmune problems, get rid of their aches and pains, make them feel invigorated and full of energy, make them look forward to each day. How do you tell someone that they, when you tell them about the diet, they cringe? So it's difficult. So what I've learned is only talk about the diet and in detail if they want you to. If they ask, if they say to you, oh, how did you lose weight? Oh, I'm interested in doing that. I might try that. Because a big thing I say to people is, well, just try it for a few weeks. Because I noticed a change. I don't know about you guys there, Zura and Sasquatch. I noticed a change within 3 days. My going to the toilet went back to normal. Because when I had ulcerative colitis, I was going to the toilet 6 to 8 times a day. Within 3 days of going meat, eggs, fish, fatty meat, obviously, and just drinking water and having salt and butter, my toilet problem disappeared. 3 days. And I'd had ulcerative colitis for 15 years. 15 years. And I really had quite a bad case. So obviously I could not believe that this had stopped my ulcerative colitis. But the biggest change I noticed was my energy levels, which I still have every day. Suddenly I had the same energy as a 20-year-old. And you try and tell someone, oh, me eating meat and eggs and fish did this for me, cured me and gave me my energy back and made me feel young. And it's made all my skin go smooth. They don't believe you. They think you're lying. And this could also help them, benefit them. So what I'm telling people, I'm like, you could have the benefits of the carnivore diet. If they don't want to know. So only tell people really, I recommend that do want to know. Even family members. I've had quite a bad reaction from family members about the carnivore diet. They all think I'm going to die. What about the morning wood? I can't see, there's a heart in the way. Let's click on it. No. What about the morning? Did it come back? What about the morning wood? Did it come back? Morning wood. I had, it's not clicking very good. Right. I'll tell you what, if you're talking about your drive, yes, there was a massive boost. Definitely, 100%. It was good, but I never lost the morning wood. Luckily, I didn't have a problem with that. But yes, it increased. Definitely. It boosts everything. Yeah. And so, I'm not just making this up. This diet has really been like unbelievable. And I just wish I could tell my family, like even my daughter, she went to school and told the teacher about my diet. And the teacher said to her, your father shouldn't be doing that. He could get gout. And I said to my daughter, do you realize I've lost 1.5 stone? I've cured all my illnesses. I feel young again. I'm looking young. Remember, I'm 56 years old. Yeah, this is my 17-year-old daughter. And she was like, no, Dad, you shouldn't be doing that. No, it's not right. You shouldn't be eating meat all the time. It's so wrong. And I'm like, okay, then I'll eat my chocolate bars and my cereals full of sugar and my cakes. And I'll have a massive meal with pasta and rice and potatoes. And that'll make me feel better. The truth is, how I was eating has kept me ill, I would say, for 15 years. 15 years. And oxalates in the salads has also kept me ill. I'm going to make you some breakfast. Right, what time is it? Okay, we do have to go in a sec. Right, a few more minutes. But the end result of this morning live is don't bother pushing the diet on other people. Let them come to you because they'll see that you've slimmed out. They'll ask you why. And that's your opportunity if they want you to tell them. tell them all about the diet and how amazing it is. And I always recommend YouTube, and I always say to people, there's loads of doctors and scientists talking about carnivore diet and its successes. There's also many successful people on YouTube that the diet has saved their lives, transformed their lives, and obviously weight loss. So all you have to say to people is look it up on YouTube, do your own research, and they will find thousands of successful stories of people that have transformed their future. It's all there, and there's a lot of doctors that are promoting this diet now. So that I'm not against any other diet, vegans or low-calorie diets. You know, people got to choose their own way. But I just know what worked for me, and I love animals. I love animals. I'm not against animals. Meat. We were designed to eat meat and eggs and fish. We were designed that way, to drink fresh water, to have salt. That's how we were designed from hundreds of thousands of years ago, if not millions of years ago. And all I've done is gone back to the way it used to be. Now you say to someone, look, when we were running around 100,000 years ago trying to hunt food, or we were scavengers trying to scavenge food, there was no supermarkets, there was no shops on the corners to buy things. You had to hunt or scavenge, and in lean times, when there was no meat available, yes, we would have the nuts and the berries and the tiny bit of vegetation that we were able to eat. Because the truth is, almost all vegetation you eat can kill you. And you give an animal a grape or an avocado, and you will kill the animal. Generally, vegetation is gonna make you very unwell. But yes, the modern vegetation that has been altered and modified, and like fruits, for example, which have been made very sweet, we're able to eat them, but you will have the side effects. You will have the inflammation. Remember, not just inflammation of the body and the joints, but also the brain. So you get brain fog. So don't forget, when you're on the carnivore diet, brain fog, suddenly you're clear-headed. You're thinking like when you were 20 years old. So where before I went on this carnivore diet, I was dizzy and I couldn't concentrate. So you also call that, and then it even helps anxiety and depression. I was going through a phase where I just felt a bit fed up. And I tell you now, when I got onto the carnivore diet, my fed up feeling gone 10 months ago. And I love life. I look forward to getting up every day. And it is because I started putting the correct foods in my mouth. So I'm going to end this video now. But I just want to say this to you. What goes in here will be how you look and how you feel, and will dictate the health of your body. Remember, whatever goes in here, we have to, as human beings, take self-responsibility that what we're putting in our mouths is causing our illnesses. It's simple as that. It's literally, and it could be anything, not just autoimmune problems and like IBS, IBD, but also with heart attacks, with strokes, with our energy, with how clear-headed we are. What goes in here will dictate what you do. And look, if you have a bad day and you have a cake or an ice cream or something like that, or if you, in a special occasion, it's okay. You can veer off it a bit, as long as you always steer back to the carnivore diet. Always go back to it, no matter what happens. It's okay to have off days. We're human. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoyed watching my kids being silly. And have a great day from the UK, Southwest UK, near Bristol. Wave to the camera. Wee. Sending you love. Right, I need to have a